Hello YouTube, this is Waya from Twin Cousins Reptiles, and today I'm starting the first episode of Morph Monday. And what better leopard gecko morph to start off with than the Tremper Albino? So I have my Tremper Albino here. This is actually the first gecko I ran. And if you guys do not know, the Tremper Albino morph was created by Ron Tremper down in Texas. So that is why it is named after Ron Tremper, the Tremper Albino. It is also called the Texas Albino sometimes, since it was created in Texas. So the first Tremper Albino was produced in 1999, as Ron Tremper claims, and the first albino was a female that never actually bred, and then they bred the brother, which was its clutch mate, to a bunch of other females, and then crossed them back, guessing that he might be het because both the female's parents were normal. It's really confusing, but they didn't even know if they're getting an albino. So I'll let Ron Tremper explain this to you in the one video. I'll put it at the end. But yeah, this is a recessive trait, and I will show you what that means right here. Okay, so I've kind of made a bit of a chart, a few punted square charts to kind of explain this. A large T is equal to normal, a little t is equal to Tremper, and as you probably might think that the large T would be equal to Tremper, but since it is a recessive, it is a lowercase letter. So first off, this one, since it has two T's, would be a Tremper Albino. Anything with two T's is a Tremper Albino. A large T then a little t would be equal to a het Tremper. So het basically means heterozygous. We call it het for short. Means to carry a trait that is not shown in the phenotype or that you can't see, basically. So if you cross a het to a Tremper, you still have a chance of getting a Tremper, which I'll explain in a minute. And then two T's just means, two large T's just means a normal. So little t, which would be just a visible Tremper Albino like this, to another Tremper Albino, you just take this down, that T, now you come over this way, little t, so that'd be 100% Tremper. So that'd be 100% Tremper Albino if you have two Tremper Albino parents. A Tremper crossed to a het Tremper. Now the het, sorry, my handwriting's so bad. I'm looking through the camera instead of at the actual paper. But as you can see, there'd be two large T's. So 50% het Tremper, 50% Tremper. Plus I'm writing on the carpet, so it's not the best, but okay. Now let me just do two more. A het to a het. Het. So, this one will come out 75% het Tremper, meaning they'd be normal, but carry that Tremper gene. 25% would come out Tremper. And also, just so you guys know, just because animal is normal does not mean it's het for anything, unless it's proven otherwise. There are different ways it could come out, and it's not het Tremper. And if it's just a normal, as I was saying, this is all just a normal gecko, not carrying any traits. That's 100% normal. So now I kind of gave you a breakdown of the Tremper Albino. So yeah, they were one of the first morphs that, in my opinion, kind of created the hobby. One thing for Tremper Albino and a lot of other albino juveniles, you want to keep the juveniles away from bright light. Also, one of the cool things you can do with Tremper Albinos is if you want a brighter looking Tremper, or if you want a, one second, or a darking looking Tremper, then you can change the incubation temperature. If it's a 75, as you know, for leopard geckos, you can also determine the gender based on what temperature they're at. After the first 22 days, whenever you're ending the incubation period, if you leave it basically around the middle, they will probably look more like regular Trempers. If you leave it at a higher temperature, like this guy was left at, I ain't breeding, but I assume he's probably left at a higher temperature, then they will come out a lot brighter. If you leave it at a lower temperature, then they will come out a lot darker. And that's just during the end of the incubation period, after the first 22 days when the gender is determined. Also, the original line of Tremper Albinos from Ron Tremper it looks slightly different than this. This is basically what your average Tremper Albino would look like. Although the original line from Ron Tremper does look a little different, since he was the first one to produce them. The ones that are out now, they do just look a little different. His look really cool, and they have a little bit more of a glow to them. Also, in this video, I do want to remind you that if you do try to cross a Tremper Albino to a Bell Albino or a Rainwater Albino, or anything in it, or anything with Tremper in it, to anything with Bell or Rainwater in it, the offspring will come out normal, and you won't know if they're het for Tremper or if they're het for Bell. So, in the hobby, one of the big no's is breeding Trempers to any other strand of albino. But yeah, and also you really can't assume a Tremper is a Tremper just based upon looks, since there are darker Trempers and lighter Trempers. But most albinos out there are Trempers. They're the most common strand of albino, followed by the Bell and the Rainwater. And also, as I was kind of getting to, the Tremper Albino can be used in a lot of different crosses, to co-dominants, to other non-albino recessives, and it makes a whole bunch of cool combo morphs. Albinos, aptors, raptors, what else? Tangelos, all kinds of cool crosses you can make with Trempers. I'm just thinking of a few off the top of my head. They're some of my favorites. But the possibilities are pretty much endless of what different crosses can be made with Trempers. So that is my video, Morph Monday. Next week I will be coming to you with another Leopard Gecko morph. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and bye.